Hey guys, welcome back to Is It Juicy with your besties, Amy
and MJ.
Today we're going to be talking about perception and being perceived.
A fun one.
Have you ever lied to get your crush's attention?
Have I ever lied? Oh. Not necessarily, but I have faked liking something. Like, for instance, there was this one time that this guy had posted a song on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, then it becomes your new favorite.
Yeah, and then I reply to it. I'm like, oh, this is the jam. But I didn't know that song.
Oh, I love this song.
Yeah, I'm like, what you know about this? Literally
it's like
nothing.
You change your personality a little bit.
A little bit. It's not even that I change it. It's just it's not even true. I don't even know that song. It's not even me.
Did you ever put on for me in high school, I was very much not like other girls. And I thought that would sell.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
Like a pick me.
Yeah, like a pick me, for
I'm
sure.
Different.
Like a pick
I'm
me.
Different.
Facebook statuses talking about other girls versus me.
But really just makes you look sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think you're setting yourself apart. Or
yes. It's just when
and you are.
When's my turn? Yeah.
But not in a good way.
Do you remember Forever Alone memes? Those stupid memes.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And I'd be hashtag Forever Alone. Somebody in.
Somebody please pick me.
I'm waiting.
Yeah. I think I've definitely been like that too. It's because you want to get their attention.
Yes.
But it's just sad.
It's just
but
stand up.
I'm thinking of I wouldn't say they're lies, but you kind of alter the way that you are a little bit. Because you think that the other person would like you or like that about you.
And have you ever been successful? Does it work? Does it work? Does science show that it works?
I mean, for instance, me replying to his music post.
Yeah.
Then it sparked a conversation. So it's just it works. Will it work for the long term? No, because then he'll be like, oh, remember that song? I'm like, oh, what song?
Can't keep up with your lies.
Yeah. But.
And do you ever feel like people have lied to you to.
Oh, for sure.
Around you?
Probably. Isn't that. No, I was going to say it's not normal. It shouldn't be normal.
It probably is normal.
It probably is, though. I'm sure. Especially
we're all doing it.
Yeah, in the beginning phases of when you're trying to impress someone, it's you're trying. So you're trying to be perceived a certain way. So yeah, maybe you're not always like that, but part of you, yeah, because you will want to do things that you think the other person would be into or intrigued by. But being perceived in general makes my tummy.
Well, it's you want to be perceived in a certain way, but I don't want to not be perceived the way I don't want it to be perceived.
I think it's that I don't want to be perceived. Period.
Just invisible walking this earth. I wouldn't be mad at that if that were an option.
I wouldn't be mad at it either. I could be just
a grayed out character walking around.
Because I think that would take out a lot of my
100%.
Well, it's because we care about what others think.
Yes.
Unfortunately. So if I weren't. I think we talked about how we hate being perceived, but then we're here making a podcast exposing ourselves on the internet, willingly posting it, and then making little pictures, making little videos, trying to be seen.
It hurts.
It hurts, but
it's no, but I want my girls to find me.
Yeah.
My girls.
As long as my perception is in my control, which obviously it's not, then it's okay, somewhat. But. Yeah, I'd rather not be perceived, but it's happening. If it's happening either way, so it's you might as well do what you want to do.
And as much as I hate being perceived, how fun is it to perceive other people? It's all I do. Every day.
It makes me sick how everyone will. There's one person, and how everyone will perceive this one person differently.
Like what? Like what?
Like, for instance, obviously my perception of you is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your other
that's true. It's true. It's
one person, multiple perceptions.
Yes. Yeah, it's really hard to manage. Yeah,
I'm feeling ill. I'll start throwing up. It's tough. I'd rather not. But it's happening. Right here in real time.
Yes.
You're perceiving me. Hopefully in ways that are perceivable.
I think you would enjoy my perception of you.
Oh, that's so sweet. I think you would enjoy mine of yours. Probably. I'm just kidding. Where are we? One thing I want to talk about, because it's like I always see a lot about this, but icks/red flags.
Yes, when you're perceiving another person.
Yes.
What
are some of your icks?
Okay, this brings me to a question. When you're having a first impression, how important are first impressions to you?
This question, sometimes they can be very important. Sometimes,
telling,
the second impression might be better. It depends on the scenario. It's like case by case. I feel
That's
like.
True.
I feel like sometimes, like for instance, like if you're on a date or something, or like not even on a date, or you're just meeting someone for the first time, like there's like nerves involved. Yeah, and like you don't really. Sometimes you can get a feel of people like straight off the bat.
That's true.
Like, usually, though, it's like when you know that it's not gonna be a good pairing, then it's like right away. Usually,
that's true.
Usually,
do you usually have correct first impressions on people?
Yeah,
I think so
generally.
Too. I think for the most part, I know if we're gonna get along or which. To be fair, I get along with most people as long as they're not like rude.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like fine. I'm not really that picky.
Yeah, me neither.
I want to like everybody, but
I feel like usually you like click with someone right off the bat.
That's
and
true.
I'm saying that you can't like a couple times, like a couple hangouts or a couple meetings after build, but especially I think that can happen like in a group setting, like obviously because you're not
like you're drawn to
a specific like
one person more than others. Yeah.
So then like the more you hang out, then you can kind of grow from there. But I'd say like most of the time, yes, first impressions they do make an impression. They do matter.
That's true.
But they aren't the end all be all as well.
I agree.
Yeah, there's that. Some of your icks, if any.
Icks. If somebody that you're with is rude to wait staff or retail workers.
Yeah. That's a big one, I feel.
That's so icky. No, because this is who you are in your free time.
I know. I've been in situations like that. I've
been in situations like that with you. No, I'm just kidding. No, but when it's always instigated by someone else. It's always instigated by someone else.
Do you want to tell the story? I wasn't really
Which one?
rude.
No, this is the one that stands out in my mind the most.
Save Mart one?
But if
I wasn't rude. Okay, maybe it could have been
neither was he.
It could have been perceived.
No, you guys are
as
both rude. You guys are both rude.
I just gave him what he gave me. Okay, I kind of was rude in the situation. I usually wouldn't be though.
You do it to waiters if they're rude. It's like you're kind of just like giving them the same energy, and then they go, huh? Whoa. You know?
When have I been rude to the waiters?
I don't know. This is the one that just stands out in my mind is Save Mart. Not rude, but like.
Oh, I thought you
like
meant I was rude. Like we
quick.
went out to eat and then like the
no,
I was like,
no.
Oh,
It's if you say something to them, it's because they started it, and they are wrong.
No, but I'm saying in the situation you're talking about, it was at Save Mart. It wasn't like I was being rude to the like a waiter or waitress we had when we were dining.
I feel like they're okay. Well, anyways.
It was a worker.
We went to Save Mart. They were about to close. It was like T-3 minutes to closing, and you just needed one little milky for your nephew poo. He needed milk. 3 minutes to 10 p.m. For the next morning. And so we walked in, and mind you, we were walking fast because like the Save Mart is closing in 3 minutes.
We were walking with a purpose.
And the guy at the check stand, which is right next to the door, he was like pissed to see us. And what did he say? He said something along the lines of like, just to let you know, we are closing in 3 minutes. What did he say?
I forget.
Something like that. It was kind of fucking rude, and we were like,
It's not what you say. It's how you say it.
Yeah, it's exactly it.
I forget what I replied.
No, because then you started muttering under your breath like the entire time, and then obviously we had to go and check out with him. He was the only check stand open, and you were still muttering under your breath like. Pissed off, and you're like, all I needed was one fucking thing. Like, yeah, I know it closes at 10. And he was like, he wanted to make amends. He said, I'm sorry. if that came off as rude or
I
like
don't
I
remember
wasn't
him
trying to, no, he
apologizing.
said something along the lines of like, I wasn't trying to rush you guys, I just want to let you guys know that we were like
Oh,
closing up
and then
the-
I say,
and you were like, you never looked me in the eyes and you're like, oh, what's done
what's
is done.
It's done. What's done is done is my line
done.
for real.
You're like, oh no, what's done is done. And I was just like standing there. It's like, oh my god, like we have to go now.
I remember that line. What's done is done.
What's done is done. I was fucking shook.
Because what's done? What
It's
was
true.
done?
He the delivery. His delivery was
the delivery
poor.
was rude, but like, yeah, I was.
His delivery
I
was
guess.
poor.
So you're putting me on your ick list? That gave me the ick?
No, listen. If anyone deserved it, it was certainly him. Like, how many other girls is he abusing 3 minutes before
Okay,
close?
but-
Well, you said you were open till 10, so like,
Okay,
you know, guys not open at
I feel like you're
9:57?
not. You're using me as your
No,
main
I
reference for that ick. Is I'm talking about
no,
like.
that was a justified.
Yeah.
That was a justified encounter.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
I'm thinking like when you're out at a restaurant
Yeah.
and like.
yes,
You're
no,
like,
that is what I mean.
yeah.
That is what I mean. But it was just,
But yeah,
silly.
I
It
can
just
see
kinda,
what you
like
mean. That can
reminded
kinda
me
be-
of that
can
little
kinda be
moment.
ick. Yeah.
Rude. Yeah, you can't be rude to people who are at work. That's fucked up. It's so telling of a person's character.
Yeah. What was that? Was that telling of my character in that moment? Or we're
that
going
you
back
don't
to the
take
first
no
impression?
shit. That you don't take shit. No, this was an ick.
I
First red
know,
flag.
and you're using me as your ick.
I just
example.
thought of it. I
Oh
just
my
thought of it. I
God.
just thought of it.
Cut
in
cut-
that.
What's that? Cut the tape. You know, cut the tape. I can't.
You? I have more, but
you had more.
okay.
Or you want, I can go. I'll share one. I'll share one.
Okay,
more.
go ahead.
One that I have an ick. My first one I always think of is seeing your butt crack.
Oh my god, stop!
This is more. I don't care if it's like one of my girly pops butt crack, but if it's like romantic, like a guy.
No, like it was an accident,
It
and
was.
like he can't feel the wind.
It's like, let's say he gets out of the car. I'm like, why do I see your butt crack?
It's like those jeans don't fit. Can't get you a belt.
That's like what I think of off the bat. Every time someone
Dude.
talks about icks, I'm like,
Butt crack. That's so funny.
I know we all have one,
That's
but
so
we
funny.
all don't need to see yours. And I know you don't, it's the worst part. The worst part is that you don't even know that I see
know.
it.
No, but they should know.
I can feel my butt
I
crack.
feel like I learned in like
exposed.
4th grade. Like I can feel it. Like I have to pull up my pants.
That's such a major ick for
So
me.
dumb.
That's
Oh,
another one of
that was
yours.
a silly one. When people, like a friend or otherwise, only talk about themselves, which
Oh
like
my
obviously I
gosh.
want to like know about them, but like
I feel like you're
when
just
you
constantly
keep them,
outing
like,
me
no,
in this.
I'm not talking about you. It's like I want to hear about it when I want to hear about it, but like once they've taken up their time to share, which not to say like, or like, for example, they'll be like, oh, so how are you? And you're like, I'm good. I did this weekend. And they'll be like, so.
Oh my God.
Unloads.
I kind of did it in the car.
I know, but I want to hear about you. I guess maybe I don't want to hear people talk about themselves when I don't want to hear them talk about themselves. Which, like,
I feel like attacked by your icks.
No, this is.
I'm like,
there's,
wait,
like,
everything
specific
you're
people in
listing
mind.
is
No,
everything I do.
Stop. No, stop. The last one.
Ah! Oh, I saw it. Go.
Okay, so obviously it's all situational. Okay, people who are annoying when they talk about themselves, and then my last one that she saw and she was just really
Go
attacked.
on.
People who are mean to their mom when it's not warranted, seemingly.
Mm-hmm. Like when you literally have the sweetest mom ever.
Again, have you ever had a friend like that? And the mom's like, "Oh, hey, I have like this and da-da."
I'm like,
She's
shut up,
like,
Mom.
she's like, get out.
Mom, go away. It's like I'm thinking of like
Shuts the door.
in Mean
God, she's so
Girls.
fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, like in Mean Girls.
Yeah,
My mom's
no,
like, she's
literally.
overbearing, but she was nice.
No, literally. Okay, that's a red flag.
Yeah, it's a red
Because,
flag.
like, why are you being mean?
Yeah, I mean being mean is
Being mean.
Mean?
All of these are just different ways to say
Yeah,
you're being mean.
yeah.
And I'm
That's
scared
true.
of you.
That's true. One of my icks I have is dirt under the nails.
Oh my gosh, stop.
I know it depends. Like maybe if like your job entails like maybe you're a mechanic. Okay, I can kind of
Yes. It's
you
more
just
forgivable.
got off
Like
work.
it's gonna be there and stay.
Yeah, in there. Or another one in pertaining to nails is like when they have like a long pinky nail or something.
A coke finger, a coke pinky.
Oh, is that what it is? I don't
You didn't know?
No.
Alex didn't know either. When people have only just a long pinky nail, it's allegedly.
Oh, I thought
To
it was like
scoop
style.
Ew. No, it's a scoop and snort.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm not so
Stuff.
well versed in
I just thought that was like a
that
movie
stuff.
thing.
I don't know. No, I've seen them in person or like long nails.
Long nails?
Well, like
Is it icky?
on
Oh, like caca under the. Like
I guess on
a man's, a
on
hetero man's.
on a hetero man's is.
And there's
'Cause
dirt
why are
under
your
there.
nails
I
long?
don't know.
Why is there dirt under there? I don't understand.
Yes.
Oh, here's another ick. It's like when you're trying to meet up with someone, more so in a romantic setting.
Okay.
And they ask you like, do you want to meet halfway or something?
Ew. No, pick me up. And take
Yeah,
me
literally pick
past
me
where you
up.
came.
Yeah, because people have done that. And
Yeah.
like I love when they don't mind. Like, no, like I'm gonna come pick you up. But
Yeah.
some people have
Like
been
every
like,
time we ever pick up one and then we come back and
yeah.
downtown.
Because I'm a ride or die. I'm
Yeah,
gonna come
you
and
are.
get you. It's
You
like
are.
part of the, because especially like when you're like dating or like something like that, it's like part of the experience is in the car ride alone.
100%. That's half the fun.
And then it's like, babe, like, what do you mean? Do you want to meet halfway? Like, do you need gas money?
oh my god, stop.
Or
No, it's like lazy.
actually, remember how I told you I was gonna go on that dinner that didn't even happen, and then we were talking about. I was telling her how I was gonna go on. I don't want to call it a date, but it didn't happen. Anywho, but he was even like, oh, he had asked me, like, oh, do you want me to pick you up? And in my head, I'm like, this is like kind of a red flag because why are you asking me?
No, like I'll be at your place at X
Yeah, or like pick
time.
me up. And then I had played it off like, no, like it's fine, like it's out of your way, which it was out of your way. But I wanted you to be like,
He's like,
I
okay,
don't care.
cool. I'm glad you understand.
Yeah, he's like, okay.
Because it was kind of gonna be a
Okay,
fucking
cool.
burden to come and get you.
I know. So I was like, okay. We didn't end up going out. So I guess it worked out. This one I have. Basically, when people lack emotional intelligence or they don't know how to communicate their feelings.
In what way?
In all ways.
Yeah, but okay.
That's like an ick.
Because
for,
like, what if somebody
I know
is like,
go ahead.
they don't perceive like.
It's not that it's an ick. It's kind of like a red flag. But I don't mind if you're working on it.
Okay.
But it's when they're like, almost, when they're more like, this is how I am, so this is how I am. That's a red flag / ick. I hate those type of people.
This is how I am. You mean unhealed? Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, okay.
Like, you don't ever want to do better?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I
You don't
understand.
have to stay that way, you know? That's another ick. Red flag.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any more?
I'm sure I have many.
Oh.
Many other. Jesus. Many other ones. I'm trying to think ones that are more like so silly, not so that deep.
Yeah.
The things that they do. I don't know why, but like when you're swimming
Mm-hmm.
and like the feet, you know, when the feet are
The frog legs?
yeah,
Like it's like a dad swim.
it's very unserious to see someone like
Stupid.
swim and they're just like in the big, they're just like in the water, and they're just like, you know, I don't know why that gives you a little bit of it.
Stupid.
It's like a silly thing. Like it's not a deal breaker, no. It's just like
Kind of icky.
why are you doing that?
Ugh.
You don't have any like that?
I can't think of any sillies. Who have you been swimming with?
I haven't swam with anyone.
But like you, when you're at the pool, you're like, well,
I feel
damn, I
like,
would
look at
hate
that.
it if I saw.
like that fine ass man, you see a fine ass man at the pool, and you're like, and then you see him in the water, he's just like
Stop.
his little frog legs, and I'm like, what's happening here?
Ugh.
That'd be funny. Let's see. Oh, I have. Oh, do you have any? Oh, deal breakers. Do you have any deal breakers?
Deal breakers. I feel like my red flags were all like deal breakeries, but I had a deal breaker, which unless they are medically inclined, like they cannot. If you hate animals, that's like weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
Or like how they say, which I'm a crazy cat lady, so probably biased, but people who hate cats and they don't like them because like
Just
because you have to like earn their trust a little bit, or so they say. Like some cats don't care. They're like very much dog energy. But it's like, why do you only want someone who you can like get instant gratification from? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't wanna work for it?
Yeah, you can't even work for it.
About
You're for their undying
babe.
love.
Yeah.
It's a deal breaker. Hates animals or cats because I'm a cat mom.
Mm-hmm.
Deal breaker for you?
That one? A one for me. I feel like this is like common, but like people that just like lie. Like
Like in what ways?
Like people that lie for no reason. Obviously you kind of have to build some type of relationship to find out they're even lying. I'm trying to think of something. I guess like when you were kind of saying like if they're mean, but then it's like, was the deal even broken if there was no deal? Because I probably wouldn't have liked you if you were mean anyways.
That's true.
A deal breaker. I'm not saying that we have to have the exact same beliefs, but I think like
for sure.
Core
values,
like if we have like we need to have somewhat similar core values.
That's important.
If not, it is a
deal breaker.
Yeah.
Well, it'll fall apart.
Yeah, it will. It's
regardless,
kind of,
like in time.
You need the foundation. So that's like a big deal breaker. Also, if you're shorter than me, or if we're the same height.
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
How to slip that one in there?
Also, like if you're shorter than me,
and how tall
or
are
like
you?
we're the same.
5'3", 2,
no,
4. Are you as tall as me? How tall are you?
You think we're the same height?
You're like a couple inches shorter.
No.
You're like 4'11".
I'm like 4'11 and a half, maybe.
Really?
Maybe I'm 5 foot now.
I just perceive you as so much bigger.
I know. I perceive myself as a bigger person too until I see myself with other people, like in pictures.
I guess you're short.
Yeah. So that's like obviously a. I'm not being vain, but it's like a vanity.
Yeah.
Deal breaker. If you're like, I just want like you don't have to be obviously gigantic, but you know it'd be a plus. It'd be a plus if it started with a 6.
Never short king. You would never make an exception for a short king. What if everything checks all the other boxes?
I mean, I've been with short kings, so it's like, and they've let me down, so I might as well be let down by a taller person. But no, as long as you're taller than me in heels, I don't want to be the same height if I'm in heels.
Just like a little bit. He could be just a little bit taller.
Granted, most people are taller than me.
So what you're saying is you're not asking for a lot.
Yeah. I'm just sorry to all my short kings. There's someone out there for you though. It's just not me. I'm not too keen on bald people either.
Baldies.
I'm not saying it's a deal breaker. Like if you become bald after the fact, I'm already there, so I might have.
What
to
if it's
just
like
work
a
with
really
it.
like sharp looking, like, you know, like they have like everything all lined up, their beard, and like, but they are bald. Like that's their look. It's on purpose.
I don't think
it's
what it's on purpose. I don't think I would even look at a bald
king.
But also, I don't know if that's like because my dad is bald, so I don't want anyone
you like
that's
perceive
bald. And my brothers are bald, so it's like I don't need another. I just don't want to look at another bald head.
Okay.
So
unless
like
he becomes bald later in life.
Yes, in that case, we'd have to. Just kidding. Yeah. Where are we? Are we already there?
Kind of.
I guess.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, one last little perception funny. We're gonna read an Am I the Asshole? Do you want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. Am I the asshole for not saying anything about the underwear? My 20-year-old daughter and her fiance are currently staying with us. I love my daughter, but she is very difficult and I can't stand her fiance. I gave them a deadline to move out because I can't take this anymore. They got into a massive fight the other day while my wife was out. I guess a pair of my wife's underwear got in with their laundry and she thought he was cheating. I think the fact she immediately jumped to cheating shows how bad the relationship is. She was waving the underwear around and I recognized them because they had a floral print, but I just let this ridiculous fight go on. My wife came home after about 30 minutes and said they were hers. My wife asked if I didn't realize they were hers and I accidentally laughed. My daughter burst into tears and won't talk to me. Her fiance said, "We're fucked," and left the house, but my wife thought it was funny.
It is funny.
It is funny.
They're literally about to break up in the parents.
No, seriously. But maybe they're that messy. And like they can't stand them living in the house.
Yeah.
He said I can't take this anymore.
No, they're obviously probably toxic and amongst.
But is he the asshole? In your opinion?
I don't think he's the asshole. It was the honest mistake.
No, but he knew. And
oh wait, he purposely put it in there?
no, it was a mistake that it got in there, but he didn't say that it was the mom's. He let them fight.
It was like an accidental plant.
And then he didn't say anything. And then when the wife got home, she's like, those are literally mine. And then everyone's like, oh. And then he laughed when she was like, you didn't know they were mine?
You
And then
kind
he
of
laughed.
are. You kind of are, but it's funny, so I might let it slide.
That's what everyone said. That's what everyone said. So funny.
That's hilarious.
Oop, I know I keep dropping my mic too today. Okay, ready for yours?
That's a good one.
A lot of people said everyone sucks here too. Which, yeah, it's true.
Mine is. Am I the asshole for preferring my friend's bestie romantically over him?
My friend's
Am I
bestie?
the asshole for preferring my friend's bestie romantically over him? Let me read that.
Wait, I'm confused.
I feel like that
Boyfriend?
wasn't worded properly. Let me read the thing because it makes more sense.
Okay.
I, 27 female, have a good friend, 32 male. We've been friends for several years and he finds me attractive, but the attraction is not reciprocated. He is aware of this and I have always been fully transparent that I will never find him attractive. He says he accepts this. Fast forward to currently, he has a best friend, 26 male, who is completely my type. And when the two of us talk, we feel complete. Our mutual attraction to each other is obvious. So many of our friends have pointed it out in the tone in my voice, over my face lighting up when he comes around. Everything has been laid out on the table and things have happened that are natural. He seems more annoyed by it than anything, but am I really in the wrong here? So basically,
Like he has a hot
her
friend.
guy best friend is in love with her and she's not in love with him, but then he has this
brought her
new
on this cutie
friend that she's
not the asshole.
not okay, go ahead.
But that just sucks for him. But like, don't bring your cutie friend around. Then you set yourself up.
Why did you bring a better
Why'd you bring
looking
guy
guy
better?
Yeah.
What do people say?
You
Not
can't
the asshole?
you can't help who you're attracted to.
I feel like wouldn't he know what her type is if he's been trying to like push this and then he brings someone and he
Yeah.
just serves them right up?
There's this one, he said, "You're not wrong, but you may need to lose a good friend whether you date this guy or not." Yeah. This reminds me of a TikTok that I seen. I referenced too many TikToks, but it was this girl and it was like a screenshot of a guy that texted her that they had just went on a date. And basically he was like, "Hey, like I'm getting the sense that like we're not vibing like that. However," he goes, "however, here's my friend so and so. I feel like you guys would hit it off. Like you guys have a lot in common." And I was like, and the girl was like, "Oh my gosh," like she was taken aback. But why did I kind of like that?
What that he was like?
That he was like, "Hey, it's basically okay that it didn't work out with us, but I think you and him would like," and this is like his other friend.
Well, maybe he genuinely believes that, and he's just
I
being
know.
a chill guy. Like,
I know. I love that though. I feel like
like,
that's
he
how it
doesn't
should be. I
have
feel
like ownership over her.
Yeah,
He's not being
which
weird. Yeah.
I appreciate.
Yeah.
I feel like more people need to be like that because I feel like it's like people are more prone to be like, oh well, it didn't work out with me. It's not gonna work out with any of my friends. Not that you're a homie hopper per se. Guilty. But you know, I feel like more people should be like, it's okay if we don't work out, and you work out.
Yeah.
You're just more compatible with someone else.
Perfect.
I know, but a lot of people are like, you're
well,
off
I think
limits
there's like
now.
a what's it
to
called?
anyone I
There's
know.
like a humility and rejection, which like, but actually he was rejecting her. I don't know. And did they work out?
I don't know. It was just like a little quick TikTok of the, like the text message.
Got it.
Back. But yeah, I guess it all just depends how you look at it.
So true.
Perception.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube if you like to watch. And we're going to start uploading on a schedule. We're going to release episodes
on Mondays
in the evening.
So be on the lookout every Monday. There should be a new pod episode from us.
All right.
We'll see you next Monday. Bye.